Continuing on my series of talking about horror movies, today we're going to review another sci-fi horror classic, and that movie is Alien. Alien stars Sigourney Weaver, John Hurt, Ian Holm, Tom Skerritt, Harry Dean Stanton, and Yaphet Kotto. This review may contain spoilers to Alien, so if you've never seen this film and you want to avoid any and all spoilers, I would highly recommend skipping to this annotation so you can receive my spoiler-free thoughts. But if you've seen this film or you don't care about spoilers, then let's talk about one of the greatest horror movies of all time. This film is a visual masterpiece. Every single shot is a work of art. This is because of this film's amazing set design. I just love how tangible everything feels in this movie. I just love how realistic the spaceship looks. It looks very grungy and lived in, and I completely buy that this is what these characters call home. The Nostromo actually feels like a legit spaceship that exists in our world, and not a set. The special effects still holds up more than 40 years later. In fact, this movie looks better than 90% of the movies that come out today. If this movie was made today, they probably would have used crappy CGI on the ship and the alien. There is not a single shot in this movie where the alien looks artificial. One of the reasons why the alien looks so good in this movie is because Ridley Scott chose to use the Jaws technique. We really don't see the alien all that much, but when we do, I never fail to be on the edge of my seat. There really is no word to describe the tension in this movie, other than that the suspense is on Hitchcock level. Not much is known about this creature, but what we do know is that it can wipe out the whole crew in extremely graphic and disturbing ways. This film also isn't overly gory. It's gory enough, but it leaves a lot to the imagination. For example, Dallas's death is mostly shrouded in mystery. We see the alien pop out at him, which might be the best jump scare in cinematic history, but other than that, we really don't know much. God knows what the alien was gonna do to him, though in the director's cut, we see him again in a cocoon. Though we still really don't know how he managed to get himself there. There are many things in this movie that would be considered cliche, but somehow the writing and the directing is so good that it manages to put an original twist on everything. The idea of a group of people being trapped in a claustrophobic space with a hostile alien with them isn't a new idea. In fact, this was very popular in the 1950s, though this movie manages to escape its B-movie trappings. Nothing about this film screams the word hokey. You actually believe that this creature can wipe out the whole crew with ease, and that their survival is incredibly slim. Another smart decision this film made was that the alien is constantly growing stronger. It grew to full size very quickly, and that first shot of the alien at full size still gives me chills to this day. Even before the famous chestburster scene, we already had a grasp on how threatening this creature actually is. When Ash and Dallas were trying to get the face hugger off of Kane's face, and it started bleeding acid, that is when we found out that this creature is almost unstoppable. Even the alien egg itself is grossly menacing. The inside of it always looked like raw meat to me. This film starts off kind of slow, but once the facehugger attaches itself to Kane's face, this film kicks into high gear, and once that chestburster scene comes, it feels earned. The film takes its time during the first act to build these characters. During this time, you learn about them and care about them. These are real characters with real personalities and real emotion. The crew really works as a unit. The dialogue between them feels natural. It's not too exposition heavy, and they know just as much or less than we do as the audience. Well, maybe except for Ash. Once it is revealed that Ash was a robot the whole time, it is one of those plot twists that make you feel stupid for not picking up on. On second viewing, I began to notice some clues that Ian Holm gave through his performance. Ash was really calm throughout the whole movie, even when the alien was wreaking havoc on the ship. The practical effects used in the scene where it shows Ash's dismembered body is grossly convincing. His white and pasty blood looks grossly chilling in all the right ways. The internet has talked about the chestburster scene to death. I'm not bringing anything new to the table when talking about this scene, but on repeat viewings, this scene is still incredibly shocking. Actually, all the actors' reaction to this scene is actually genuine. They didn't read the script for this scene, so they had absolutely no clue what was coming. The thing that makes this scene more disturbing is imagining yourself in Kane's shoes. This thing impregnated him, and then once it was ready to come out, it literally bursted out of his chest. This whole process is just incredibly violating, and it sends so many chills. At its time, this film was one of the most realistic sci-fi movies. The only films that really compete with it in the special effects department is Star Wars and 2001: A Space Odyssey. Overall, Alien is one of the creepiest movies ever made, making it one of the best horror movies of all time. And because of that, Alien gets an A+. I hope you enjoyed my review of Alien, and if you did, give this video a like. And if you want more content like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell notification so you can be notified every time I upload a video. And shout out to Alligators and Margot Robbie. Thanks for watching.